Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of the Empowering Lives Through an Online Business. And today we are going to be talking about the following topic.
Yeah, our topic for episode 30 is faith over fear, embracing your entrepreneurial journey.
Yes. So that's what we're going to be talking today. But before we dive into our topic, let us introduce ourselves. So, hi everyone, my name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama, but currently residing in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I also work in the movie industry, and I'm a proud digital business owner and mentor.
Hello, everyone. My name is Isabel. I am originally from Mexico, now living in North Carolina with my family. I'm also a digital business owner and a mentor.
Yes, we also want to remind you that every Tuesdays and every Thursdays we have our live webinar. So if you want to learn how you can start your online business and start earning online, all you have to do is just register into any of the websites that appear on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch the webinar. So our webinars happens every Tuesdays and Thursdays at the same time, which is 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. EST. So when you register into our website, you'll receive an email that will contain two links. The first one is to register to the live webinar, so you can register for either day or for both. And the second link is the link to the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot make it to the live webinar, that's not a problem. You can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Now, you probably wonder, so what is it that we're going to find out on the webinar? So on the webinar, you're going to find out how our online business plan works. And also you get the opportunity to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So if you want to catch the replay from yesterday before next Tuesday's live webinar, here were the hosts and panelists for that.
Okay, so this past Thursday, we had Malu as our host. She's a banker, risk and compliance professional. We also had my rep, who is a registered nurse. Sonia is also a registered nurse. And we had Raman, who is a stay at home mom and former cashier. We had Camille, who is a government employee. We also had Lala, who is a ex childcare teacher. Lydia, who is a dementia specialist, and Arifan, who is a school para educator.
Thank you, Isabel. So if you're catching the replay from yesterday's live webinar, our replays have subtitles in several languages, and our live webinar has subtitles in 5 languages: the Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic. So there you go. So now you know if you want to start your online business, all you have to do is just register into any of the websites that appear on the screen. So let's find out what is our topic for today.
Our topic for today is faith over fear, embracing your entrepreneurial journey.
So that's what we're going to be talking today. So welcome back to another episode of the Empowering Lives Through an Online Business, and happy Friday, happy and blessed Friday for all of you that are watching today, or happy and blessed Saturday if you're already on the Saturday. So today, we want to talk about something every entrepreneur faces, and that is fear. Okay, so fear of starting, fear of failing, fear of judgment, fear of not knowing enough. But here is the truth: every dream worth pursuing requires us to walk with faith, not with certainty, but with faith. And when faith leads, fear loses its power. So today we are breaking down how faith can guide your journey, carry you through the unknown, and help you stay anchored while building the life and business you're called to create. So that's what we're going to be talking today. And for that, we're going to be talking about the following points.
Yes, so today we have 2 points for you. The first one, faith strengthens persistence. And number 2, faith helps you take aligned action, not perfect action.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to be talking today. So let's dive into the first point.
Yes, so our first point is faith strengthens persistence. There were many moments in my journey where the results weren't visible yet. Not big wins, not instant validation, just effort, learning, and a quiet voice asking, is this really going to work? What kept me going wasn't certainty. It wasn't guarantees. It was faith. According to Harvard Business Review, entrepreneurs who hold a strong belief in their purpose are 30% more likely to stay committed during challenges. And I understand why, because when fear gets loud, faith becomes your anchor. Faith um, is the thing that you have, that you have this vision, and that you know that if you put in the effort, the work, um, is gonna come to life. But fear tells you, stop, you're wasting your time, wait until you feel ready, maybe this isn't for you. Those are some of the things that fear will whisper, and a lot of times, it gives you more doubt than certainty when you feel that, or when you hear those voices. But fear responds, keep going. This season is shaping you. And a lot of times we have to understand, that we may not see instant results, but we are going through a phase of transformation. So you're shaping yourself, you're getting the skills, you're getting the knowledge. And even though you don't see any visible results, like you don't have, maybe you're not seeing the financial results, you're gaining even though you don't see that. So faith will also tell you your consistency matters even when no one sees it yet, because this is true. People don't really see what you're going through during the process. They always see the result, once your business is successful, and then the only thing that they can say, or that they usually say, is, oh, she's so lucky. But they didn't see the effort, they didn't see the endless hours, they didn't see the late nights, they didn't see the overwhelming that you went through. And faith will also tell you your breakthrough is being built behind the scenes. And we have to believe that, we really have to be committed, and um, we have to know that we're building something, and that we're doing small steps, but those small steps will get you through the breakthrough. You will get there. And no one is there clapping for you, no one is there congratulating you every day for the things that you're doing. You're the only one going through that. But you have to have the faith that you're doing this for a greater purpose. So I had to lean on faith when I posted content and barely no one engaged. There was months and months when I was doing this, I was posting, and no one was engaging with my thing. And yes, it's not a good feeling, and you start questioning yourself. Doubt starts whispering, and you have to really know that you are going through a process. So don't give up, keep going even when you don't see any results. And I also lean on faith um, when I was showing up online feeling unsure but committed. At the beginning, I wasn't sure of what I was doing. I didn't know how to talk to people. I didn't know how to come on and do lives and do the things that I'm doing now. And I kept doing them because I know what my vision is. And I know that with faith, I will get there, right? So I also learned new skills that stretch me far outside my comfort zone. And this is something we need to understand. Often we like to be in the comfortable zone, but that zone is not really, you know, um, challenging you. It's not transforming you. You're not going anywhere as long as you stay in the comfort zone. So when you get out of the comfort zone and you feel stretched and you feel like there's so much going on, you're gaining skills, right? And just know that that is exactly what's going to get you to your next level. So something else I learned, I kept going even when progress felt slow. And like I said, many times I posted, I showed up, I was doing so many things that I didn't see anything going on. I didn't see any increase in followers. I didn't see any reactions. I didn't see any likes. I didn't see any engagement, but I kept going anyways. So faith didn't remove the challenges, but it gave me meaning to them. So the American Psychological Association confirms that people with strong sense of purpose develop greater resilience and long-term success that those driven only by motivation or results. Motivation is something else that you don't feel motivated every day. When you're doing when you're an entrepreneur, you have good days and you have bad days, but your vision and your faith are the two things that are going to keep you going, not motivation alone. So purpose fuels faith, faith fuels persistence, and persistence is what changes lives. If you're in a season where results aren't obvious yet, this isn't a sign to quit. It's a sign to trust that you're building. So remember, you're in the building phase. So hang in there, keep going. You're going to make it and you're going to be proud that you didn't give up. And my message to you is faith keeps you moving when results are silent. Stay persistent. What you're building is working, even if you can't see it yet.
Thank you, Isabel. So yeah, so Isabel talk about faith strengthens persistence. So um, it will help you, to keep going even though you're not seeing results, even though you don't have the certainty of what's going to happen. So that's what faith is going to keep you moving on, because it's going to push you to go through. So the second point is faith helps you um, take aligned action and not perfect action. So when I first stepped into the online world, I didn't have a background in marketing or tech. I had experience, I had the discipline, and a heart ready for change, but I was also full of questions. Would this really work? Was I ready for something completely new after 25 years in the film industry? The truth is, I wasn't ready, but I chose to move anyway, because what I lack in certainty, I made it up for in faith. So faith doesn't wait for clarity, it creates it. So according to a study in 2023 from LinkedIn, revealed that 60% of entrepreneurs say their biggest breakthrough came from taking imperfect action. And you probably wonder, okay, so why? Well, because fear waits for certainty and faith moves with vision. So when you have faith and you have that vision of what you want to do, it will move you forward. So I didn't have to know the whole path. I just needed to take the next right step, trusting that each one would lead me closer to where I was meant to be. So in entrepreneurship, that looked like starting my business even when I wasn't 100% ready, going live when my heart was racing. And trust me, when I started doing lives, it was like that. But as I went through, that fear started to dissipate. Sharing my story even when my voice shook. And yeah, and I wasn't too comfortable sharing my story at the beginning. But I had to face those fears. And I did, with faith, because I had the faith, like by sharing my story, people will connect with me, and they will see, themselves through my story. So investing in mentorship, even when my comfort zone told me to wait. So that was one of the things that, in this online business, it had that mentorship. So that helped me, to be able to get out of my comfort zone, and to do it. And that's how growth happens, not through perfection, but through trust. According to the Stanford University, they found that people who take small steps towards a goal, even imperfectly, are more than twice as likely to achieve long term success than those who wait for the right time. So every imperfect actions build that momentum, and every moment of faith build that confidence. And every step of obedience built alignment with purpose. And that was, faith doesn't require you to see the whole staircase. It only asks you that you take the first step with belief and not fear. Because the truth is, faith turns hesitation into movement. Movement turns dream into results. So today, I mentor others who are exactly where I once was before, uncertain but ready. And I remind them, you don't need to have the perfect timing or the perfect conditions to be able to do it. You just need trust that your vision was placed in your heart for a reason. So the moment that you act in faith, everything begins to align. So that's my message for you guys today. And now let's see what is our key takeaway for this topic.
Yeah, so the key takeaway is fear will always whisper doubt. Faith will whisper possibility. No one holds you back. The others the other pulls you forward. So you don't need to have everything figured out. You just need to trust the process, trust your worth, your growth, and trust that the seed you're planting now will return into a harvest later. Walk with faith, your future self will thank you.
Yes, so that's our message for today. And our message for you guys, the audience, is if you're ready to build your business with faith and confidence instead of fear, drop the word faith below or message us for the free info session. So we do have free info session every Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. EST every Tuesdays and Thursdays. So your journey is bigger than your fear, and you don't have to walk it alone. And that's the beauty that we have in our community. You're not doing this alone because you have an entire global online community to give you that support. And what is our topic for next Friday?
Yeah, next Friday we're going to have how to create a vision for a bigger 2026.
Yes. So that's what we're going to be talking next Friday. So we'll set the foundation for the clarity, the alignment, and the purpose as we move into a brand new year. So let's start that new year with the right foot, the right mindset, and the right goals. So that's it for today. So we hope so that you enjoy what we shared today, changing that fear with faith, so doing faith over fear. And when you do that, you start, aligning, you start moving forward and towards your vision that you want to do. So I want to say thank you to everyone that has watched the live with us today. For those catching the replay, thank you so much. And to our followers, thank you so much for being part of our journey, for believing in us, and for engaging with our content. So if you want to be part of a global online community that gives you that support, and also, start your online business and start earning online, here are three ways that you can get in touch with us to learn more about it. You can either put in the comments more info or send us a private message, and we'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have. Or you can register directly into our websites that appear on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch the webinar. So when you register into our website, you will receive an email that will contain two links. The first one is to register to the live webinar. So that will take you to a page that will have two buttons, one for Tuesday and one for Thursday. So you can register for either one or for both. The second link is a link to the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot attend to the live webinar, that's not a problem. You can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Now, you probably wonder, so what is it that we're going to find out on the webinar? On the webinar, you're going to find out how our online business plan works. And also, you get the opportunity to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So, yeah, so if you want to catch yesterday's replay before next Tuesday's live webinar, you can register into our website and you will be able to see the replay before next Tuesday's live webinar. Saying that, we want to say thank you to everyone that has watched the live with us today again. And thank you to our followers for being part of our community and for believing in us and for engaging with our content. So thank you again for being here. Have a blessed Friday and a blessed Sunday and a blessed weekend ahead to everyone. So until the next episode of the Empower
Empowering lives
Lives
through an online
Online
business.
Business.
Bye,
Thank you,
guys. Have a good
everyone. Goodbye.
Friday.